Okay. So last session, you guys continued on with your property purchase, and you've come across a small child being chased by a cat who stopped in the middle of the road, looked at you guys, and you realized it was a magic eater. And he decided to have more interest in you guys than the small mage that he was chasing. You guys got into a little bit of a tussle, which Violet turned into the Panther pilot, became more of an intimate tussle. He fled. You guys, figuring you're on this side of town, you wanted to go to the Kobolt Soul before returning to Blue Water Inn. And by doing so, you catch Cobb talking to Baron Red through a hologram. A fight breaks out, and he transforms into a wereboar, barreling through you guys and into the streets to flee. You chase him down, execute him. Realizing that it's the middle of the day, you guys decide to go back to his office and see what you can dig up with. And that's where we're going to start today's session. You guys are just arriving back at the Kobolt Soul Tower.
With the massive 33 stealth that I rolled on the getting the hell away from that scenario, would I be arriving sooner or later than everyone else?
I'm going to say you guys basically move it as a group, so it's about the time.
Alrighty.
Alright. Gonna enter. Is the assistant there?
Yes. And looking shocked after everything that just happened. He looks up at you and more or less pleading in his eyes, "Don't kill me."
Is it a young boy, is it?
Not super young. He's a little bit older.
Young man. What was your name again?
Well, that's youngman.
Tell you what, if you're a little tongue-tied, I'll call you Dennis. Would you prefer if I just called you Dennis?
Hold on a second. Let me.
I wasn't trying to give you an out for that. Don't.
That is quite the fine name, though. This Dennis is pleasing to my ears.
It's Barden Bordell.
This alliteration is more so.
He is a halfling.
Are we still outside of the building or
inside?
I want to make sure that I am nowhere close to that door, just in case anybody from the Brotherhood is looking around.
Good. So, I think you should just have a nice little seat. Don't worry. We don't want to. Sean, is he wearing Kobolt Soul attire?
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you know about the Brotherhood of Night?
They are a band of thugs, revolutionaries. It depends on who you ask. There's a small badge here. There is Capital to the north, and Oaks Rest is where they lay their they call their main territory.
Well, I thank you kindly for that. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you something very blunt. How much do you know about the Crystal Port chapter of our organization?
Not much. I've became part of this chapter here 5 years ago, and I haven't been much more than restocking shelves and other things like that until recently. I've been taking on more and more duties as Cobb's been traveling between here and Crystal Port more.
Interesting. Is anyone else inside with me?
I'm definitely hiding somewhere inside.
I'm right behind you.
Cielo is probably falling behind both Violet and Orryn, unless he was instructed not to.
Violet, Cielo, would you mind entering Cobb's office and getting any documents that might tie him to the Red Hand, Baron, or the Brotherhood?
Will do.
It would bring me great pleasure.
Oh, keep an eye on the door. I have a feeling.
A bad feeling or a good feeling?
Yes.
Well, young man, I'm going to ask you one more question until I ask more, while my friends sees any documents that, unfortunately, your chapter master here decided to go against his oaths and betray. For how long have you been working for the Red Hand?
I do not. My lead is to the Kobolt Soul.
Well, how long has Cobb been a werebore other than Darebore?
I do not know. I didn't know that he actually was one until he ran out of here tonight. I knew that he took meetings with them over different things, but I always thought it was for the interest of the Kobolt Soul and information. I know that he met with a lot of important people between them, the mayor, someone called the merchant.
All right. Are there any other chapter members here in Moonshire, or was it just you two?
No, there is me, him, Brayton Armistead, the one that you met the last time that you were here.
All right. And where do you know where Brayton is today?
Last time I knew, he was up in the stocks doing research.
Um, got it. All right. This is going to be an awkward request, but it's been an awkward day. Open your robes.
Say what?
Darling Orryn, that might be a little inappropriate.
Well, the last time we saw Cobb, he had armor underneath his robes in red hand colors. I don't need to see your twig and berries or your sausage with 2 eggs. I just want to see.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Let me see your chest plate minus the plate.
He pulls his scarf back, and his shirt basically is a giant V-neck that shows his hairy chest. He says, "I have no armor underneath my clothing."
Are you satisfied?
Yep, that'll be it. And, young man, I just want you to know I'm not going to kill you today.
Oh, how generous of you.
Considering I just killed his boss, yeah, well, we.
Not we. Crimzon. Crimzon did it. Just want to make sure anybody who's listening hears that it was Crimzon that decapitated. I don't know the guy's name, but it was Crimzon that did it. Sorry. I'm going to stand over here.
Only because there was no other way.
Cielo shudders as the talk of murder goes on within the vicinity, even though we cannot currently hear it.
If it makes you feel any better, because of Cobb's allegiances to the Red Hand, he helped kill many of our kin in the Crystal. I keep forgetting the Porter Cove.
It goes by both, really.
Perfect. In Crystal Port Cove. So don't mourn him. But if you'd like, we can tie you up in case to throw off suspicion that you are involved.
Or we can tie you up just for the fun of it, if you're into that kind of thing.
He says restraints would not be necessary.
I will. All right. And which way to the stacks?
He says to your left or to your right is a staircase up to the next level.
Fantastic. I will go to head up to help to interrogate the next guy.
Okay. Who's all going upstairs? Who's staying downstairs? Who's staying outside?
Well, I think me and Violent want to go collect the documents, so I'm not sure if we're included in this.
Well, I was gonna follow up with them, and as we went up, I was gonna say, let's not embarrass this next person, whoever he is or she.
So let's go with who's going collecting documents. That's Cielo and Violet.
Yep.
You guys step into the small little office at the end of the hallway, and it is the door was wide open when you guys get to the office. Give me a perception check for looking around.
I got a 20.
10 for Cielo.
Okay. So Violet, you see different folders sitting on the desk of labeled for different things. There is the current mayor's name there. There's a folder with your name on it. There is a folder for Baron Red. There's a folder just called Crystal Port. And there's a folder for Orryn. Cielo, you're looking around the room, and basically all you see is chairs, knickknacks here and there, memorabilia, a couple books that don't seem like that big of consequence.
I'm sorry, Violet. My mind is not currently in this place. It's not been this long since I've heard from Jin in a while.
Oh, you're fine. I found quite a few folders of interest over here.
Oh, great. Whatever you haven't gathered, I'll go grab them. And Cielo goes to make his way to whichever folders Violet is not currently checking out.
I think we might want to check into these actually when we get back to the Blue Water Inn. I'm gonna just go ahead and put them in my bag.
Okay. Do you want to search the desk itself?
Yeah,
Let me get another perception check.
that's a 25.
In the desk itself is some more files that have the red right hands and Tillos, Oak's Rest, the Spine of the North, Harpies, and by looking around, you happen to come across a small box that is right underneath the desk itself, where if you're sitting in a chair, you can put your hand up and grab a hold of the box.
I'm gonna check the box out.
It is a small, dark oak color box with a gold trim that separates the top and the bottom.
I'm gonna try to open it up.
You pop it open and you see a small little necklace.
Ooh, what do you got there, Violet? That's quite the stunning piece.
It is quite beautiful. I found more files too. I'm gonna stash those in my bag along with the box.
I don't exactly condone the looting, but these Red Hand folk, they've caused enough damage that they need to give back some.
Can I pull the necklace back out, Doc, and use read magic just to see if it has anything?
It is magical.
Does my innate detect evil pick up anything?
No.
Okay.
There's something special about this necklace, Cielo.
Oh, you're quite correct. The craftsmanship of the chain itself is enough to be spoken of, but the laying of the gems, I can't even imagine. But oh, you meant okay. You mean there's something? Oh, okay. No, I understand. Yeah. Why else would it be protected in such a way?
Can I tell anything else about the necklace, Doc?
It has a small figure carving on it of an animal. The carving is bone, and it has a leather cord going through it. You do see some etchings of runes on it, though, but you can't make it out.
As far as the runes go, I'm assuming there's nothing exactly religious of it?
No.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna have to check this necklace out later, Cielo. But I don't feel safe where we're at right now. Should we return to the group?
We should. It does not bode well to be separated this long, especially given the circumstances. But if you need any help, this necklace, well, it might not be the best at determining any arcane effects on it. As far as any divine intentions, maybe I may be able to help.
Well, thank you, Cielo.
Of course, and that is not just for me to keep looking at this beautiful piece. I promise.
Oh, I trust you completely. Let's head back towards the group then.
Yes, I believe that is most wise.
So you get back, heading back towards the group. They're up. Whoever's staying downstairs sees them approach as the other ones go upstairs.
Myself and Crimzon's heading upstairs, and
Mōlli's still watching the door.
Okay. So Orryn and Crimzon, you guys go upstairs, and you just see rows and rows and rows of books.
Lots to read in here.
indeed, and if I had a spare few weeks, I would love to pick through this, see if there's differences between this one and back home. But for now, I'm going to send Russell to find Mr. Armstead.
I got his picture, and towards the back of the book cases, you come across this older gentleman, silver grayish hair, slicked back, glasses, carrying a bunch of different books and scrolls.
Now be nice, Orryn.
I would like you to keep an eye on him. If you think he's being dishonest, give me a heads up.
Sure, why not?
Ideally, Cobb was just a one-off.
Oh, I should have went with the others. You should have picked someone else. Oh, I got 1 point of sense of motive.
All right. Well, if nothing else, if he decides to do anything funny, it's not just one of us. At least we die together. Uh,
That's your form of positivity. You can just fuck right off.
nah, my cloac is still. Oh, that got it. All right, Mr. Armstead, it's wonderful to see you again.
Greetings.
He says hello. How may I be of service?
Yes, I was looking to. I was talking to the gentleman downstairs, and he mentioned that I should come see you. I was looking for the second in charge here at this branch of the Kobolt Soul.
Yeah.
Splendid. What can you tell me about Cobb? What kind of a person was he?
Really quiet guy. Stuck to himself most of the time. Didn't really talk to us much. He messaged Crystal Cove and stuff there more than anything.
All right. Came down from the main branch, and I just want to ask a couple odd questions and then some more immediate ones. We've heard some interesting rumors about the Brotherhood of Night. Do you know anything about them?
Not really. There's some small information that we have here, but not really much. Not really much info on them. I know there's a couple different groups spread out. There is some in Crystalport, some here, some in other places. They're mainly made up of lycanthropes.
Speaking of them, how prevalent is lycanthropy here in Moonshire?
Moonshire, not that much. Lafayette, quite a bit.
All right. And Crimzon, do you have any questions you'd like to ask so I'm not just blabbing forever?
No, can't say that I do. Thank you for your time, sir.
Fair enough. A couple more questions before we leave you to your branch. What's your opinion on the Red Hand and the Xantillos?
I am Kobolt Soul. I do not hold an opinion on them.
Good man. It's hard to find people who take that tenet to heart. And under Cobb, were you the second in charge, or by just seniority?
What do you mean?
How many members were in the chapter here?
Just the three of us. That's all it basically takes to hold the library.
All right. Can I take a wild check of how trustworthy he's being?
Yeah,
18.
he seems to be telling the truth. Everything that he's said basically checked out with what you know from other sides, so it's not like he's hiding anything from you.
All right. Hopefully, I don't take up any more of your time. And I would like to unofficially to congratulate you on becoming the new head of this chapter. Your predecessor, Cobb, unfortunately suffered a fatal injury after he decided to betray the Kobolt Soul and have many of our fellow members killed. I trust you will not follow the same mistakes he did.
So you've killed him and burned the body?
We killed him with a silver weapon. We have not burned the body. You make me worry when you say it like that.
Very worried.
That is the only way to completely get rid of a lycanthrope.
How long does it take for them to come back, typically?
After a silver.
Depends on how they're killed.
I beheaded him with silver swords.
Within a couple minutes, he can have his body and reconnect his head. Within another couple more minutes, he is able to maneuver, and within a half hour to an hour, be pretty full on health.
Well, that's good to know. I am going to send Russell back to the group to relay just how alive our friend is. And Mr. Armstead, I do hope that your promotion is permanent and we can rectify this small misunderstanding of the needs of the organization versus the needs of Cobb remaining alive.
And thank you for telling me how useless silver swords.
And of course, we appreciate your complete lack of cooperation in case he comes back here before we meet.
Well, he looks over at Crimzon and he says, silver swords are not useless. They are what you need to actually harm him.
Crimzon, let's head back to the group and make sure, well, that we're together. Nuts. Okay, guys, bright side. It's not a murder charge. Cobb is unfortunately, most likely, very much no longer cadaverific. His corpifying status has been revoked.
Oh, darling, it's like you've never dealt with a lycanthrope before. No, the reason we ran was because the brotherhood that he's connected to. They'll be coming after us. Murder charges are the last thing we have to worry about. In fact, we'll be lucky to ever even pretend there might be a trial.
Of course, you know all of this.
Well, if you live in Moonshire long enough, you'll see how things work a little better.
So tell me, Thomas, who else will be coming after us?
Oh, who's Thomas?
God damn it, stop playing fucking stupid with me. And start telling us who you really are.
I have to say, I don't honestly know what you're talking about.
Fine. I'll play along and let you play stupid. So what's our next move?
Yeah, Mōlli, it seems like this may be an issue for you also.
Well, when you're confused with somebody else and threatened by a falling lycanthrope, it's very possible that in this town, in small towns like this, that somebody saw and heard.
In broad daylight.
In broad daylight. And as we abandon the evidence for shelter, well, he's seen all of our faces. So yes, I'm a bit concerned for my own well-being. I am just a humble bard. I'm not great at defending myself. But if he were to come after all of you, I'd feel terrible. Seeing as he looked at me and mistook me for some Thompson or some other, I can only assume that others will mistake me for this same person. I do have one of those faces. Very memorable. Hard to nail down. Not hard to nail, though, right, Orryn? My point is, we probably shouldn't stay in one place too long, and staying here in this town in general is probably not the best course of action. Is there another Kobolt Soul that we could hide up at? Like one up north, I think? Somebody said something about that, didn't they? What is that, Oak's Rest? Heard something.
I don't know, but we do need to get out of here. He's going to be coming for me, because I'm the one who took his head off.
One more long night here, so we can acquire this Blue Water Inn from someone before we go. It seemed like a good personal quest.
Yeah, and we can get a good rest and some food.
Oh, I doubt after today we'll get a good rest tonight.
Fair.
In the event that this this warthog decides to take revenge on us tonight in our sleep, I'm going to get a room by myself in that case. So that way, if he kills anyone, it will be me.
We might want to travel tonight. Let's see how it feels once we get to the Blue Water Inn, for sure. But I kind of agree with Mōlli. I don't think this town's very safe for us.
I'll stand by the door and wait for the party to start heading towards the inn if we'll buy it, or out of town if we won't.
So that brings me to you guys getting to Main Street. Right goes towards the coastline with Blue Water Inn. Left is the gate. Get out of town and go north. Which way do you guys go?
As we're standing way out there away from other prying ears, I'm going to lean down to Violet. Like, so, how I had said earlier that I might know who owns the Blue Water. Well, you've met. You're acquainted. That would be your not so favorite friend, DocBBq. I happen to know him. I might be able to set up a meeting, but it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, that would be great. Do you think maybe he'd... Well, yeah. Go on.
Well, if Orryn stashes the stones, and I understand that none of you trust me, and that's fair. If Orryn were to stash the stones somewhere outside of my knowledge, or not show up, and it was just yourself and DocBBq, or a protector, you could take our beautiful white-winged friend, or this gorgeous man and his dog, or both. You might have perfect opportunity to talk in relative safety, or you could willingly bring all of us. I'll just need to inform him ahead of time who is coming and who isn't, so he knows which friends of his own to bring or not to. And that's no guarantee that he'll even answer or show up.
Let's talk with the party and see. Not so sure about splitting up, but at the same time, I don't want Orryn in danger either.
Orryn, I think, can take care of herself, but those stones are rather valuable.
Yeah, I'm worried somebody's going to steal the stones. They are very important, as you well know.
I do. I'll stand behind Violet as she discusses with the group, with my message stone in my hand, waiting to send a message to DocBBq.
Cielo, Crimzon, Orryn, I can't ask you guys to put yourselves in danger. I would really appreciate if at least one of you joined me to go meet with DocBBq. It's completely up to you.
You have put yourself on the line for my own family. It would be unbecoming of me to not return the favor.
Thank you, Cielo.
Well, there's going to be pain, but I think we should at least try it. Keeping the favor of at least the one powerful person who's not after us would be a benefit.
Speaking of which, Violet, before you go, can I talk to you just for a moment?
Of course.
So I look around to see, make sure no one is around. I lean forward and ask Violet, this barren person I'm doing work for, how well do you know this? Really?
He's done a couple favors for me, and I've done a few for him. I have no idea why he's put my face all over these mayor posters. I think everybody in the group knows that shocked me. He seems to be a decent guy. but I don't know him super well.
I see. Okay, that's all I wanted. If you want, this is completely up to you. I won't betray your trust and go by me. I can contact someone back in my town and do some digging. He has his claws all over. You see, he's done more traveling than me. Like I said, it's your business and your choice.
I'll keep that in mind, Crimzon. Thank you. I'm going to whisper to him. I do know one thing for sure. I don't trust that Mōlli.
Yeah.
Shall we meet him outside the city walls later today?
Could you possibly arrange that, Mōlli?
The later in the day, the better. Would you like sundown to midnight, anywhere in that time frame? As you've noticed, he has the form of a porcupine. He's also a lycanthrope. He prefers to be comfortable in his elements.
While sundown would indeed be the most scenic of the options, whatever may be his most comfortable time, I believe, would be the best.
All right. I'll do my best. I'll contact him. Again, no guarantees that he'll respond, and no guarantees that he'll show up. But I will try.
Thank you, Mōlli.
I'll pull my message stone out, and Mr. Shadowq, if you would grace my party and I with your presence, we plan to be near the outside of the gate, and I'll tell him which gate specifically we're at sundown. Apparently is the most beautiful time of the evening that we would love honor of your company. Please respond. I'll keep them in check. Don't be worried.
This is about midday, about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Several minutes later, you get a response. Damn it, Thompson. You know darn well I sleep at this time. I'll meet tonight. Give me a time and a place.
Responding back to that message. Yes, sir, I know it's very inconvenient, but the only way I can satiate their need for knowledge is to give them accurate numbers and times. So, yes, as soon as sun falls at this and this such a gate, we'll be here, waiting. And I will look over at Violet and give the head nod and the thumbs up, like, yes, sundown-ish. He might be a little late, depending on where the sun is. But we'll need to be in this area here exactly. This is where I told him. So, if somebody has a tent or something, maybe if we want to send the ruffians off to go and pick up firewood, we'll make dinner. We'll begin our journey here. After I say ruffians, I look over at Crimzon and Cielo with a little glint in my eye and a cocked smile.
So are you guys turning north or south?
Which way is the gate? Because we need to be there at sundown. Anything before sundown, it's up to you guys.
The north gate would probably go through Lafayette, which is probably the Brotherhood stronghold in the area. South might be better. Well, if we're going to go to Oak's Rest, we'll have to go back north again, but the delay would probably be better. While he'll have access to his magic, we'll also have access to ours at the south gate.
Well, speaking of magic, his magic is a bit beyond magic. He doesn't have to worry about the barrier that others would. So at the south gate, any other magic he might have would be extra versus the magic you already know of.
I'll take our chances better when we have access to all of our tools compared to a one-sided. Because if shit does go down, I don't exactly carry a giant pot of oil to burn lycanthropes.
I'm somewhat happy in this knowledge.
Well, not too many.
Do we want to go to the gate, or we want to go and do anything? Because it's midday right now. It'll be hours.
I'd like to find a general store just to pack up on rations and whatnot.
After today's events, I'm a little scared to go back into town.
Well, I have a lovely little mask that I can make myself look like something else.
Would you like company, Orryn? I have a lovely mask too, and I'd actually like to do a little shopping myself.
And Cielo
I'll come along.
might as well move as a group.
If we must, fine.
You can slink off if you want to.
But where would I go? Of course, I'll follow you.
So, I guess I don't know. It was the other time with the blacksmith. Let's find a general store, and then do what other shopping we might need.
So what is Orryn up to then?
I'm going to use my lovely mask to shapeshift into an older gentleman. Gonna recall the face of a guy that pissed me off one day, back when I was younger. I'll take on the form of Bob the Asshole.
Look, Orryn, you look like an even older man than I am.
Yeah, well, what it can. Oh, yes, it is I, Bob. Wink. God, I feel like a I already feel bad about this. All right, let's get going. Violet, I would suggest transforming into not you, or illusionifying.
Being worried that Tonic may be recognized, I'm going to transform into the female version of Cielo.
Angelic, let's go.
Wouldn't it be angelic? As we progress onward to this general store, I want to walk in step with Crimzon, twiddling around my message stone in my fingers and offering it over to him. I heard you needed to send a message earlier. Feel free to use mine.
Oh, thank you. This is calling. I'm Jennifer again in Rustville. I wanted to send one last message. Sarah has been found, although her memory has been shot. When she regains it, she will be heading to Crystal Cove. In message. Here you go.
Oh, you might want to hold on to that in case anyone replies.
Oh, okay.
Make it easy for yourself.
How much do these things cost, by the way?
Well, that one in particular was very expensive. I have unlimited communications with one other party, and it works as a standard message stone after that.
That's a hell of a data plan.
Well, it only works with one party.
Still, parties are fun.
I'm sure you have fond memories. and I nudge Mōlli.
Indeed.
I'm gonna send Russell into F about the rooftop so it doesn't look like I have a bird, and not just to fill the dead air.
So you guys are heading south then to...
We're going to a general store first.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are getting close back towards Blue Water Inn, only a couple blocks away, approaching the general store. What do you need from the general store?
A couple things of rations, about 4 things of lamp oil,
Okay.
and booze.
Got a nice bottle of dragon.
Crimzon, maybe you could go in and inquire about a message stone. They might carry them there.
Alright. Looks like this might be a while. You gotta hang on to yours. I might lose you.
Understood. Thank you for returning it.
Orryn, I have a nice bottle of dragon whiskey punch.
Bob has no need for whiskey. Bob prefers an old family recipe of brandy, or whatever he can get for 4 gold.
You wish?
Honestly, it catches on fire and it's pretty, and also reminds me of this one time back in Wizard College, because I'm totally a wizard. Joking, totally a summoner. Look, anyways, look, I just need about 4 gold of booze, some 4 flasks of lamp oil, and a couple of rations for munchies, in case I ever decide to smoke this dank herb, because we keep getting this guy named Herb wet.
Okay. It's not that hard to acquire all that stuff.
Sweet, thank you.
After that, you step back out to continue to Blue Water Inn. As you're approaching the Blue Water Inn, We get a perception check from everybody.
Show off.
So what's the perceptions?
There was Cielo with a 21, Orryn with a 25, Mōlli and Violet both with a 26, and Crimzon with a 31.
I want to say you all are fucking show-offs. So the street is still packed from the festivals that's going on. And with everything that is going on, you have Bruno is carrying a gnome Violet tied up, hogtied over his shoulders with a couple other guys crossing the street heading towards the mayor's house.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Do you wish to... Are they really gonna do... They're really making an overt show of this. Well, right side. Worst comes to worst, he thinks you're dead. He thinks that poor girl is gone. And then, bam, election day. She magically reappears and wins the election. Or if anything else, the heat dies down. Her, who is not with us, clearly.
I'm going to look over at Cielo like, that poor gnome lady is probably going to get hurt. Should we do something?
We should do anything that would keep her from being a harm. So, yes, let us intervene.
It would be the courteous. And I said we take her back.
Shall we follow them?
Well, obviously we should. I was just waiting for everyone else to start.
Come on. There's no need to... If nothing else, we can get with Bruno and say there is no issue between us and the Brotherhood.
That's true. Although he doesn't look the type.
Whatever you say, Tommy boy.
Listen to me, old man. That dragon lady. That's highly inappropriate and unfair. Allow me to defend myself.
Okay, Danny boy.
See, that what I like.
No problem, Billy.
I will walk away from Orryn, and I will start going towards the area where Bruno was carrying the unsuspecting gnome lady that looked like Violet.
Okay.
All right, let's follow my nephew, Johnny. I will follow.
Violet's going also.
I'll also follow.
But Violet has Cielo.
Okay. So you guys approach the mansion, and what do you want to do?
Knock on the door.
And hope they don't have blasters.
I get that every time I eat chili.
Jesus. She should give him a riplet just for that.
My cousin here, Guac, should be able to tell you. Right, Barty, my boy?
I look towards Cielo. This is getting interesting.
Maybe they don't like parties. Should we tell them that we are the master of parties with my nephew here, Bahamut? Or is it Bahaman? Timmy, which one is it again?
I'll look back at the group quite annoyed, and I will start knocking on the door.
Okay.
And I go up to stand with them.
You knock on the door, and you don't get a response. The map is in handouts.
I will gesture over to Cielo, and Mr. Paladin, if you wouldn't mind opening this door. It's to save a young gnome. We have a bot.
Okay. So you guys approach the door.
After I had knocked on the door and no one had responded, I nudged Cielo, like, "Good Paladin, sir, would you mind opening this door? There's a helpless young gnome inside."
Well, if they're as hopeless as you say they are, of course I have to open this, as Cielo reaches for.
You saw what I saw. I have no idea who that is.
Have we tried just opening it? I will try to open the door.
You can't just open a door of a private establishment.
The door opens.
Holy shit, that worked. I am a wizard.
Well, Crimzon did say you couldn't open a private establishment, and this is a public office, so...
I didn't know who was on this.
Honest to the platinum god Bahaman, Crimzon, I did not expect that to work. Well, let's go inside. Orryn will go in saying, Dilly, is that you?
As we enter, I'm going to take one last glance at the sky to see what time of day it is and see how much time roughly we have left to get out of here.
This is not too long after all this has happened, so...
Okay. Still midday-ish.
Yeah. So you guys enter into a small little lobby. The next door is wide open, which is an entry hall with trees, a fountain, some chairs off to the sides, and there's banister ribbons and that strobed across that you can see up to the next levels up, but strobed across with congratulations to the mayor winning another election and then tomorrow's date.
Well, it appears they have their celebration in order. Although, has that been announced yet?
Well, the election is tomorrow.
The election's today. Tomorrow is the announcement saying that the new mayor is...
Well, the election's today, and they just supposedly kidnapped... You know what? Let's find... Donnie! Daryl, we have your balloons. We are the party peeps. Do we see Bruno or anyone?
You see no one and you hear no one at the moment.
All right, we got left, forward, and up. Left, right, up, forward.
Hold on, we have a skilled tracker amongst our party. Crimzon, would you ask Tundra to do that thing that dogs do?
I suppose so.
Should we be looking for Violet, or should we be looking for that large fellow?
Probably the large fellow, as Violet was being carried in the air, and for no other reason.
All right.
Susan?
Okay, so Tundra, you think you can find him? Good boy. All right, it worked. It's a 12. I guess I couldn't find anything then.
The smell of the fountain is confusing Tundra. It's filled up this area too much. He can't tell which way is which.
Sorry, everyone. Tundra is getting old. You know, he's almost 8 years old now.
Now look over at Violet. If you were kidnapped, where do you think your kidnappers would take you in this mansion?
I truly have no idea.
Well, they could go up, try to get away from the sounds of the street, or they could go down to a basement for convenient disposal.
What size of old person is Orryn playing at right now?
Human.
Human. Okay. Mōlli is going to reach over and ruffle old man Orryn's hair.
Which your hand just goes through his head.
I'll still try. So, easy disposal. First place to look. Preventing the easy disposal.
Well, I don't know which way. I've never been in this place before, so we're sort of searching randomly.
Maybe if we got away from the fountain, Tundra could help out a little bit too. Closest door?
Wonderful idea. Closest door.
That goes into 3 or 2.
That's it. Always forward, never learning. Into 3.
Okay. So you go into 3. There's staircases going up. And then there's a large opening for a hallway in the back. And then a set of double doors right there that leads into 6.
I will use this time to recall Russell and have him come through the door we never closed because we're horrible house guests. So, up or forward, left or right? Anyone have a preference?
No preference here.
Up and to the left. Sounds familiar and fun.
So going up and then left because we have stairs that go up. Then
I have found that left has always proven to be fruitful in my case.
let us, wisely spoken, Birdman. Upward, let's go. Or we'll head towards the stairs.
Okay.
Or in disguise as Bob.
You guys get up to the second floor. You have 10 right in front of you, 11 to your left, and 13 to your left.
Mōlli will go to the door of 13 and put his ear to it.
You don't hear anything.
I'll hold my finger to my lips and point to 11.
Okay. Going down across the hallway, you don't hear anything in 11. And then you have a little bit farther down on the left side, there's 2 11s. You
Yes.
have one that's close to you, and then you have go down the hallway a little bit farther, you have another one.
I will open the one, I guess it'd be on our right, the upper door, the closer one.
This is a sitting room area with what looks like a hot tub off to the side, and then another door.
I'm very confused. We did see Bruno come in here, yes?
Well, if the violet was an illusion, maybe the Bruno was as well. Maybe we were all lured in here.
Give me a perception check as you guys are looking around.
Okie dokie. It's kind of funny. 3 of us would be awesome in blackjack.
Damn it, I busted.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, Orryn busted.
All into the hot tub.
The lowest was a 9, the highest was a 28.
Who got the 28?
Oh, the asshole. Orryn.
Okay. So, glancing around, Orryn looks out the back window to the backyard and the wall with an open gate that leads towards cemetery, and Bruno's walking towards the cemetery.
Oh, son of a bitch. Guys, he's going outside. He's totally gonna not bury a body. Don't worry about it. We should worry. We should go. Using my vent, looking out the window, can I see roughly where the exit is downstairs? I guess I could stop using the voice.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Guys, directly below this room is the exit to the outside. Let us go down and then out. This way. Or we'll start moving.
Mōlli will follow.
Violet's also following.
Cielo as well.
Okay. So you guys get outside and heading towards the graveyard. He veers towards the water line of the graveyard, and you guys approach as it looks like he walked into a small little camp.
I will send Russell into the air to try to count how many people are in the camp.
You see 3 tents. Give me your perception check.
24 with Russell.
So you're figuring there with Bruin, there's probably 6 of them.
Russell will relate to me and I will relate to the group. It's an even fight. There's only 12 of them. Okay, there's only 6 of them. Probably. Shall we open arms ablazing, or should we keep this more subtle?
Maybe we could find out what's going on first. It's my thought.
Did Russell see Violet? Or the image of, or the body double?
They went into the white tent.
All right. White tent. So, yeah, if we can, I guess, sneak there, we can maybe find something.
You guys are approaching from the left side, coming up behind the 2 greenish colored tents.
All right. I guess moment of truth. Are we sneaking, or are we sneaking, rushing, or are we gonna try to talk our way through this? Or a combo?
I say combo.
Without my leaf armor, I am not adept at the stealth. So I will watch and from afar, and if things go down, let us know and I'll be there post haste.
All right. I am disguised. I can come up as a old crazy person. I don't think anyone's gonna be too put off at me acting crazy.
They'll be annoyed more than anything.
I think Mōlli, you're fairly sneaky. You basically turned into a ghost earlier.
We did. Thank you for noticing. Or not noticing.
Oh, you, Violet, can try to sneak behind the tents, try to get to the white one, see what we can do. Crimson, do you want to stay back with Cielo and start shooting your mighty arrows in case shit goes down?
Sure, I can do that.
All right. Shall we? If you two want to start sneaking first, I can walk up and do my shtick.
I'll give Violet a glance, and then I will head off to northern area of camp to hide in those trees.
And I am going to follow Mōlli.
I'll give him about 30 seconds, and then Bob will come strutting through, muttering, "Party, where's Billy, Bobby, Daryl, Larry? Oh, where are you, Champ? They better not be eating my curlies."
Are you shouting this out?
At first, no. As I get within, I guess, 20 feet of the tent, hopefully giving my friends enough time to stealth, I'll start getting louder. "Where are you, Dobby? Stop doing that weird thing with your arms and help your grandpa. It's party time."
It's party
I guess
time.
Cielo is currently rolling to hide them.
Okay. So, as you approach the two tents, you see 4 guys step out of the back of the 2 tents, 2 in each tent, dressed red leather armor. One of them speaks up and says, "You lost, old man?"
Mimi! Oh, it's so good to see you and your husband, Drew. Oh, I missed you at the last reunion. My goodness, oh, have you seen your cousin, bloody, what's her name? Weird gnomish girl. I think she called herself, Violet? Oh, that's not it. Lily? What about Daryl? No, that's the other Daryl. Where's Shemp? Are you here for my fireworks?
Not quite, old man. I think you're lost, and more than a little bit senile.
I'm Bob. I come from a mighty family of summoners. We are the assholes. They tell me it's dwarvish. People confuse us for wizards all the time. But joke's on them, because we're not. It's not a good joke, but it is unfortunately very loud of late. You know, with the wild magic. Do you have my fireworks for the party?
I don't know what you're talking about, old man. You need to turn around and go back where you're from.
Young man, last time you propositioned me like that, my butthole was sore for a year. I will gladly take you up on that offer. A man my age never usually gets to experience that twice. The thing they did with their cloaca was amazing.
I don't want to experience that once.
Now you go find your monkey, Ross, and go get your boy toy. What's her name again? Daryl, Larry, Jenny, no, crap, Rachel. I'm buying you all the time in the world. Don't give me. If I see popcorn coming out of those trees, I'm murdering all of you.
Fair.
So, my cousin Bruno here was just having this like big, weird. He had Monica, the little halfling girl. Does she have my? I look left. I look right. Also saying that out loud. Does she have the spice I was looking for? Wink. My eyes don't work so well, so I have to say it.
Well, Orryn is doing this amazing distraction. I think Violet and I are going to do a stealth roll as we're sneaking up on that white tent.
Okay.
And Violet's going to use Riblets.
I was going to say, Mōlli is probably going to help her a little bit with,
Much better.
Part of me wanted that to be a 1.
That's a 35 and a 27 to have the tall one and the little one sneak up on the white tent.
Okay. So, in the white tent, hanging from the main support post that goes straight up, holding up a long post that stretches across, you see a female gnome Bruno is off to the side with looks like pretty large axe. He says, "I warned you, miss. You should have left town when I told you to."
Poking Violet in the shoulder. Or what I think her shoulder might be, because she's transformed, and I don't know for certain. I'll whisper, "You take the ugly one, and I'll get the other one."
So I'm going to call for initiative here then for everybody.
Crimzon, you would go first. In tiebreakers, it's whoever has the higher dex.
Where are you outside of the tent situation?
I sit outside to guard the thing with Cielo. Yeah, I'm outside with Cielo. We're outside the battle.
Okay. So you're in the back, the left of the two green tents then.
I said where we came in from.
Yeah. Do you want to hold your turn in case something happens? And say you're going to hold your turn for an enemy to show themselves, you're going to fire your bow, or you're going to rush them with swords, or...
Yeah, I can hold it. I'll rush them with my swords.
Okay. Who's next?
That would be me. How far into the tent is Bruno?
He is in the middle of the white tent.
Easily reachable then?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my snake staff. I'm going to use 2 charges to wrap around and hold him.
Okay. So you rush in and you swing your staff up and wrap a hold of him. Who's next?
Amazingly me. Seeing Violet go straight for big guy over there, like, oh, my plan wasn't good. All right, I'll go for the ugly one. And I will immediately rush over to the Violet tied to the pole, and I will try to release her by cutting at rope or whatever bindings she has.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
With my rapier, attacking bindings, that is a total of 15.
Go ahead and do your damage.
8 damage.
So you cut through the ropes. She looks around, all confused. Where'd you guys come from?
Don't worry about where you came from. Just run north. Just keep going until you're home. Or wherever, start in that direction.
Yes. She jets off.
If I have any movement left, I'll defensive stance. If I don't, then I'll stand there like an idiot.
Okay. Who's next?
As far as this is going down, given that Cielo and Crimzon are watching from the outside, we probably can't see this just kind of off the bat. Can I roll a perception check to see if I see actual action going down?
Yeah. Would you get on your roll?
25.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily see between the tents and see everything that's going on.
Crimzon, we must. It seems our compatriots are in danger. We need to get down there as Cielo uses his movement to start rushing down to the center where they're at.
I can barely hear him.
Go forward, kill things.
Oh, okay.
The shit has started. And with the movement, will that be your turn?
Okay, so is that everybody?
Hey, there's Orryn. As the shit goes down, I will say to them, I am Bob the Party Man. Gaze upon my background dancers. As I try to cast a 2nd level spell. Hooray! I create 2 background dancers. And I guess with mirror image, do they copy my illusion, or do I have just Bob the asshole has 2 Dragonborn mirror images?
If you cast mirror image, it's you yourself. The images are. So it would be the mask of someone else is covered. It looks like it's them. That's what your mirror image would be.
Perfect. So, hey, the background dancers! And I'll try to chuck a snowball. All right, I cast the spell. Let's see if I hit. I'm assuming an 11 misses.
Yes. What did you cast?
Snowball. That should have exploded into fireworks. As my turn ends with my background dancers.
Okay. Bruno cannot get out of the staff, but he hollers out, "Damn it, you dogs, get up! Rally! We're under attack!" As 4 guards make your way out between the two tents. Top of the order for you guys.
I don't know. Do I run up there?
It'd be a small movement for you, but it wouldn't be nothing.
I'm gonna use my bow.
Okay.
I got a 23.
That hits.
All right. Damage 9.
Or I'm going to cast Storm Burst.
Okay.
That's 25.
Who are you going after?
Bruno.
Okay.
All right, that's 6 damage. And then I'm going to cast Snowball. Bruno again. And that's a 22.
19.
Provided that hits, that's 19.
So Violet did her attack. Who's next?
That would be Mōlli.
The 22 hit.
Yep.
Okay, that was the. Did you catch the 19 damage from the spell?
Yeah, her storm burst.
Snowball. So a total of 25 damage from her that round.
Okay.
I notice this guy doesn't know me, and so I have no problem stabbing him. I will rush forward and get my own body between myself and Violet and this guy, so that he's going to come after me. And I will attempt to slash him with my sword. You're a big guy, but no one likes you. Go away. Is that 21 to hit?
Hits.
9 damage. I want to be smart here, so I will defensive stance for my next movement in my turn.
Okay, who's next?
With my movement this turn, am I within sword range of the brawl? I asked if it seemed that Brian seemed to be the main, the biggest threat as Cielo was going down, so he would probably be getting both of his rapier slashes.
Yeah.
17 and a 24.
Both hit.
A total of 20.
Okay.
As I see Cielo run past me to get into the tent to murder Bruno Brian, it's like, oh God, I only have my background dancers. Oh, well, let's see if I can cast another second level spell. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I would like. I'm going to cast Fire Belly, and I would like as many of the guards as I can get in a 15-foot cone to make a reflex save. DC is, where the crap did I put that? 18 reflex for half damage. I'm going to be invoking a volatile conduit to make it just a tad more powerful.
Anybody next after Orryn?
16 fire damage total for 8 if they passed the DC 18 reflex. Then that'll be turn. Background dancer's doing the Carlton.
So Bruno is going to transform into a werebear, breaking free of the staff. So that's going to be his turn. So that's going to go to the top of the order.
I guess I'll move up a little bit more. How close am I to this creature?
With 2 movements, probably you're on top of them.
Oh,
You moved up last time, so you're melee now.
I mean, can I use 2 attacks or?
No, you can do 2.
Oh, okay. I'll use my silver swords on them. 17 and 27.
Okay. Both hits.
Oh, both hit. Oh, okay, cool. 11 and 10.
Okay.
That's a sexy meatball that you're chopping off.
And yeah, that's my turn.
I am going to cast Snowball again.
Okay.
Ooh.
And that's an 18. 16 points of damage from that. And then I'm going to cast Storm Burst also.
Did you have a rock in that snowball?
Just some ice.
Ice, baby.
That's what my background dancers are dancing to.
All right, and 26 for Storm Burst to go off.
Okay.
For 6 points of damage. And that is my turn.
All right, seeing as everybody's taking care of this, I will make sure to step out of the tent and get my eyes on Orryn. And if she's struggling with if Grandpa Orryn is struggling with any of those guards, I'll admire that struggle for a full round and then maybe help next round.
Cielo, please tell me you're going to be more useful.
Well, I do think I am helping you guys with the guards at the very least. And given that I'm still in melee range, this can be my 2 strikes.
Okay.
An 18 and a 17.
Both hit.
13 total.
All right. Well, waiting to see what Cielo stabs with, or if he's not going to.
I mean, that's both my attacks. I can't really do anything with that.
Okay. Mōlli, my friend, my apparent lover, is watching me dance surrounded by assholes. It'd be such a shame not to have him join. I will change my background dancers into doing whatever Taylor Swift dancers do. And I will attack 2 of the guards and Mōlli. I will attack 2 of the guards and Mōlli with my 2 remaining fire breath.
Okay.
Yikes. DC 18 reflex, 11 if they fail, 5 if they pass. Fire damage.
What spell is this?
Fire breath.
Okay. So is that like a straight shot or a cone or?
Cone.
Okay. So you catch him, Bruno, and the tent with it.
And those 2 shots are my 2 actions. I just want to say, Mōlli, I need to increase my friendly fire damage. Violet was catching up.
Oh, I understand. Wrong place, wrong time. I get it. Accidents happen.
Yes, accident! And it will be enemy's turn.
Okay. One is going to turn around and try to flee. You guys got attack of opportunity against him.
Orryn will pass on the guard.
Cielo will strike a fleeing opponent.
I'm currently putting out the fire on my chest.
Okay.
All of my attention is on Bruno.
It's on me then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Bruno's swinging. He can't get anything. Yeah, I can't touch anybody with these. Your guys' turn.
Alright. I'm able to attack. I will continue to attack the thing. I'm using my swords again. Never mind, I'm attacking with my bow. 17 and 21.
Both hit.
Alright.
Who are you going after?
I thought there was only one thing, the werebear.
Their bear.
Whoa.
Here bear, near bear, hits bear, kill bear.
What is it then? I thought it was a werebear.
It is a werebear. We were just making rhymes because we're fun.
What else is there in the room?
There's a fleeing guard and 3 other fleeing guards. 3 other guards.
I'll attack him.
Okay.
10 for my first damage, and next one is 8.
And you drop him.
Okay. Not gonna escape me.
He cannot escape, no matter how well it's spelled like escape.
Let's Bruno again, and we're gonna try to cast Stormburst. Okay, yeah, 27. Stormburst caused 6 points of damage, and then I'm gonna swipe at him with my Silver Scimitar. Yeah, it's not a natural 1, but I definitely missed.
Okay.
All right. Seeing Orryn is in a foul mood, spitting fire on everyone, I'll look for the nearest guard, unless they've all fleed far out of my range, in which case I'll just hold my hand over to the tent and usher the party in that direction, saying, hey, the big one's in here. And don't worry, the gnome's free already. So this fight's unnecessary. I'll be back here to give you support. And I'll brush the charred parts of my armor clean again and look in the tent just to see if Violet's okay.
Then is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Given that the werebear is currently the only adversary that is not fleeing, Cielo is going to use this movement to get within range of him, because I don't think I was in actual melee range of him, and then use his action to try and land a strike on him, hopefully convince him to join his companions in fleeing. That's a 20.
So you go to strike at him, you hit. He said, you'll pay for this little one.
That is not the first time I've been told that. But I also hit for 12 damage.
Does Cielo poke him to maybe death?
He hurt him. He's not dead.
Okay. That was movement and attack, Cielo?
Yeah, that was both of my things for the turn.
Alright. I'm afraid to ask this, but are the other 3 guards also fleeing, or are they
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna use my movement to get within line of sight of the tent and inside of it for the giant bear. Screw it. Let's see if I can become a snowball. I am a snowball, and that is my turn.
Okay. He is going to claw at you, Orryn.
I did fail my wisdom check on the gem. I'm not gonna say no to this, but
Yeah. He thinks it's a shield, so he can't hit you anyways.
Russell will cry in the distance. Ah, my cloaca!
Next.
Crimson, chop his head off.
So, as you wish. Get my swords out. 22.
That hits.
The next one, I missed my second one.
Okay.
Damage is 13.
Okay. Next.
Violite. Sorry, I'm a snowball.
Let's go after him with the silver scimitar again.
Okay.
And I'm going to use riblets on that. Okay, that missed, but I have another. Let's go with Stormburst.
Okay.
Well, my spells like me a lot more. That's 24.
Roll a 6. Come on. I'm sorry.
That's 4 damage. And that will be my turn.
Mōlli is content with everybody attacking the big, bad, scary guy now, and he will continue as such, going after him with his sword for a 21 to hit,
That hits.
doing 9 total damage, and again trying to swipe at him for a 14 to hit, feeling sad for himself, ending his turn.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to end it there for the night. I'm just going to say that you guys killed him off.
I'll use some spell slots to we loot body and we burn body with magic spell slot. Huzzah.
Say that you, we'll do the looting and all that next time, but I say you guys use the spell slots to kill him and burn the body.
I am hip with the youths.
And a little part of Cielo's innocence dies.
Words.